So I was a faculty member under the computer engineering. Then, you know, be, one of the chosen few to become starter of this program here in university. And yeah, and I had the professional courses in Adams University for 15 long. So this is how you will build your program. So it's a teaching. So you give them, you feed them, and then let them do the outcome of your set of the project or then of your topic. So hindi yung prevent on school teaching, not to be an effective way on computer engineering students.
All right, so we're here again because we are now going to discuss something about engineering and education. But before that, of course, we need to somehow introduce to you guys kung sino ang ating special guest for today. Today, we have an accomplished educator in computer engineering who has dedicated 15 years to shaping future engineers. As the program chair of the computer engineering department at the University of Caloocan City, she brings extensive experience in both teaching and administrative roles. With degrees in computer engineering and a master's in engineering, she continues to adapt engineering education to modern challenges. And of course, most of all, she is a beauty queen at Lady of the Earth International 2024. But prior to that, she also won Lady of the Earth Philippines. And then as all welcome, Engineer Maria Concepcion Amboy Merabueno. Welcome, ma'am.
Evening po. Thank you for having me. Thank you. Good evening, sir.
Kamusta po kayo ngayon?
I'm good, sir. So I just finished my class. So I'm doing my administrative the whole day. So and then after the office duty, we do have classes sa gabi po. So yeah, just
Oh,
finished.
sobrang busy. Sa mga audience nga pala, no? Talagang sobrang ang hirap mahanap yung eksaktong schedule ni ma'am dahil sobrang busy nga niya, no? So, pero I'm very happy kasi nakaunlakan tayo ni Ma'am Maricon, right? That's the way how your friends call you, right?
Yes po, Ma'am Con. Actually, call yung Con.
Oh,
Maricon.
I see. Ma'am Don, 15 years in experience in engineering education. Lahat ng 15 years na yan for engineering program.
Yes. That I started my job at Adamson University. So I was a faculty member under the computer engineering. Then just being chosen, one of the chosen few to become starter of this program here in University
Pero,
of Arnie. And
hmm,
yeah, and I am handling professional courses in Adamson University for 15 long. Yeah, may 5 years course pa kami dati. So that was yung before K to 12. So
hmm,
naranasan ko yan and then nag-transition hanggang sa ngayon po. So it's 15 years of teaching experience.
wow, okay. Ma'am, bihira ang babae when it comes to engineering. Sa percentage, if I'm not mistaken, sa tinuturuan ko ring mga schools, usually 25% or less ang mga babae, it is dominated by men.
Yes.
Paano kayo ay na-motivate na pumasok sa engineering program?
Yes. I just want to share a part of my, what you call this, UPCAT. Yeah, I tried my UPCAT. And my dad told, mag-civil ka na lang because he is a civil engineer. My dad is a civil engineer and he owns a small firm. And I'm an only child. So yung inaasahan niya doon na inaasahan niya when he get older like this time, no, he's 75 na. So, as a civil engineering student way back 2002. And then, I shifted course kasi I cannot find myself and we're just five that's BSc 101 no sa Adamson University that I did my computer during my fourth year kasi hindi ko na ma-feel during the elementary surveying, hindi ko na kaya na pag ganun, parang hindi ako doon so I'm not the so no, I'm telling my parents I shifted. Pag shift ko doon, tatlo lang ko.
Buti hindi niyo nakako na the
Hindi na ano, tatlo lang kaming girls.
Okay.
And that's a 40, a lot of sections, parang 10 sections, parang so, tatlo lang sa section namin. Ate, nandito na kayo. So, kaya meron akong personality on how to deal with guys, how to deal with girls. So, I'm not a bipolar naman, pero I know how to collaborate with them. Kasi at engineering, practices. So, ikaw din, sir, di ba? Parang, noong time nyo, ilan lang din yung girls.
That's true. Sa PMU, no? Parang 10% of the entire population. Lalaki. Tapos,
Lalaki.
babae.
And that's typical. So, how did I get through? Just a simple collaboration and get jive sa vibes nila. If they want to do this, kasi to our autistic, it's what? I'm an officer kasi. So, hard for me to the boys end. So, kung ano yung trip nila, sige, ito yung gusto mo gawin, maghinang ka, sige, magbuhat ka nito, sige, okay lang din. Kasi the electronic components can be bought at Raon, no? So, until now naman, until now,
Sa Raon pa rin.
and nasa bibili sa Gizmo, no? So, anyway, no time ko is Raon talaga. Ayan, sige, walang problema. Parang, even Sunday, after our OTC, sige, go. So, that's how I jive. Yung vibes namin, nakikiride lang ako. That's how I survive the men's, pero may touch na so, pag naiit ulo, okay, gawin ko lang. Ako na lang gagawa kaysa sa magtalo-talo sa grupo. Ayan. Kasi nahati kami, tatlo kami babae. Hati kami sa iba-ibang groups. Hindi kami pwedeng magkakasama. Ay, that's were my college days.
Sa palagay niyo, ma'am, the previous college experience, especially yung nasa loob ng classroom, is it really different now sa sa engineering setup ng classroom? Is there
Yes.
a big difference, and what's that?
Yeah, it's a very big difference. So, in the field of computer engineering, I cannot tell na sa CE kasi iniwan ko na siya. So, in the field of computer engineering, first of all, yung tinanong mo, mas madami na siyang girls ngayon.
Oh,
Actually, half of my class are girls ngayon, So, I think it's okay na. So, heterogeneous na siya. And, isa pa is, yung technology-wise. Kasi I never experienced magbabadge sa computer that time. Taong library ako or taong national, sa tapat, hindi national bookstore kasi ang mahal ng books. Yung tapat ng national book, recto, at that sa may weekend pasanan because every start of the sem, something kasi yung nahihirapan ako manghiram sa books na unahan eh. So, ginagawa ko, bibili ako doon ng second hand. And some of the books, nasa akin, kulay dilaw na lang sila kasi I think that, yes. Yun, kaya I keep on buying books until now na Saturday, I visited yun. Kasi I was looking for Python books naman kasi I have my Python this sem. That's object-oriented programming. So that's very different, no? And now, parang okay, just search it on Google, ask Google, parang, it's parang at state na you can just search it, you can just look at your phone. Yes, sabi ko nga sa kanila, everything is at your hand. You just need to make it happen. Yan. I
Yeah.
always tell that to my student. In my time, it's 50 pesos per hour. So I cannot use a computer. The only chance computer ko is I ask mom kasi ang mahal. Kumbaga parang ang sakit sa bulsa tapos magkano lang yung baon mo that time. So, medyo 'yan. So, my mom bought me a computer that's kulay white. Kaya kung naaalala mo 'yan, sir, malaki siyang CRT.
That's good.
Tapos sabi ko, "Mom, I cannot use with a phone." Telepono, pakabit kami ng telepono and that's the difference. Sabi ko ngayon you can just connect Wi-Fi, search on it. Whatever I am discussing, that time we jot down kasi hahanapin namin yung sa books. And then na may computer na ako kasi pinakabitan ako ng telepono and that time yung kable ng telepono,
Yes.
I put it on my laptop at on my desktop, may system unit sa likod. Ganun, J45. So kailangan mo siya i-connect. So wala kang telepono, walang kasi naka-connect siya sa PC mo. So kaya I bought ISP Bonanza and limited din kasi mahal. It's 100 pesos per card. Mag 120, gano'n. So, limited time din. And like ngayon, now, okay, unlimited, bayad ka ng monthly and so on. So, that's the difference on how you can learn. You can learn everything ngayon. So, after my fears are the difference now, the fear is we became obsolete. We become ang mga professors, 'no? So parang say they can learn on their own. So, where they can connect a Wi-Fi and then study. Supervisor na lang parang dapat because educators will soon, might be obsolete because their educators are now AIs. So they can just search, need to provide them equipments, learning materials, and it's all done. They can learn from it. So parang supervision tayo. Uh, that's the fear that I have. So the big difference talaga sir ngayon. And students are not asking. Unlike me, in that time kasi I was asking lalo na ng time ng chemistry ko kasi nalilito ako sa mga computations niya. So there's no, it's just interactive board here.
Yeah.
Slides, discuss. Dati we have a blackboard. Oh, during my college days. So, may kalahati, whiteboard marker, tapos yung kalahati may chalk. O kaya buong naka-chalk pa yun. No, so, at hindi aircon ang room.
Or
Yeah.
pag-improve niya ng sariling skills. Especially engineering or computer engineering, it requires daily practice, especially when it comes to programming.
Yes.
Kasi programming is mostly changing almost 6 months lang. May bagong development sa language or sa languages now. Now, when it comes to that, what do you think should teachers do? Yes, it's true na, okay, probably in the future, wala nang magiging, talagang the way how we understood, the way how we see yung teacher na nagtuturo, probably in the future, hindi na ganon. Right? So, what do you think teachers should do para at least hindi talaga totally maging obsolete at maging mawala ng value yung teachers in the future? Because in the future, sabi nyo nga po, probably ang mga teacher na AI. Baka itong, natin, generation beta. Yeah, right?
Beta.
Itong generation beta natin, these are generation AI. So,
Yeah.
probably mas maniniwala sila sa AI kaysa sa teacher.
As okay, in the near future, the person in how to live trending. So kasi if you are going with the way you learned before, so educators now to supervise things. Kaya napakaganda yung memorandum namin na OBE education because this education, you are the outcome of each courses, no, so of each subject. So you are assessing them to the extent that they are perfect on that specific course. So that is how OBE works. But you have your own performance on how your skills as an educator on how to put these students to be in their at most to produce an outcome dun sa specific topic mo or specific course mo. So ganun ang dapat na gawin. Kasi somehow, yes, they are going to believe on AI, they are going to believe in everything they can see on their computers, on their researches, but and of course, educators must learn practices on learnings, career development, in order for them to give something naman sa mga student. So, dapat lagi ahead si educator. Kasi you cannot uh, to one step or three steps away from them kapag they learn from you. So, all you need to do now is to actually, so what I'm doing, I have now my object-oriented programming. And yes, the fact that a classroom setup, I am not teaching anymore na this is the code, this is no. You open your, we are in the laboratory, you open your, this is your data type, this is the function and everything. So this is how you will build your program. So it's active teaching. So you give them, you feed them, and then let them do the outcome of your of the project or yan, of your topic. So hindi yung old school teaching. No, will not be an effective way on computer engineering students. It will be, ano ba, parang ang evaluation mo, it will be zero. Pag gano'n, si ma'am, ganyan-ganyan. May Manila paper si ma'am. Parang gano'n. So, no, I do not teach it. I make it interactive, collaborative. So, that's the best way they need to adapt. Kaya nga, minsan, I was so affected by one of my colleagues, no? Kasi medyo matanda na siya. And he's trying his best to unfortunately, nagpa-design ako ng system for grade. And our first sem was done. Medyo nahirapan siyang mag-adapt. Mas okay sa kanya na may index card siya. Na or ginawa ba niya yun? Parang printed na ganon. Tapos, nandun yung names students. So, parang, sabi ko, sir, let's say, put in our system so you can use this. Just input your grades. And hindi pa rin, ang nakita ko ngayon, hindi pa rin siya. So, siguro let's give them time to adapt that we have. Pero yeah, someday it will not be more effective if you will be doing that. And if that is a lecture, hindi naman to sa pangtamad, no? Pero I think the best way, if it is lecture na, let's say yung mga subjects na it's so boring that, let's say history. Ako, naku, Diyos ko, inaantok talaga ako dyan. Sorry sa prof. Give my prof. Talaga inaantok talaga ako and I hate that, no? So, pero ngayon, hindi mo pwedeng gawin yun na you just get your book, so ganito, ganyan. No, you them prepare the topic and then let them discuss and be a do a collaborative discussion with them. So, research ngayon. Like kanina, we are discussing kasi I have my IE student, here IE and computer programming. And on their syllabus, it's the history of computers. So, it's our second week ngayon. So, nandun na kami sa part ng half generation of computers. So, I always make it interactive and collaborative. So, they presented it, sabi ko, oh, what's the development ngayon? So, what can you say now? What is the difference between ngayon yung transistors and the IC that you were telling? Can you share it? I think that's how you give the collaborative learning to your students. So not only you're discussing, this is ganito, this, ganyan. The student appreciate. So, collaborative learning now is important on those if it is laboratory, then will be them the basic needs that let them do the outcome. So, ganun na siya ngayon, eh. As of now, yun yung ginagawa ko. We don't know, what the future will bring kasi we will adjust ulit. So, just ito muna. Kasi are no excuses na. So, big difference na we have kasi government, so we are using G Classroom and it is mandated to us. So, wala kaming system talaga. So, it's Google Classroom. So, you just upload it, give them an activity so that it will continue, give them a research work on the topic, and then let an outcome-based assessment. So, something like that. The learning will not stop. And mas gusto nila compared sa
Okay.
sitting in the room.
So,
So, it's now more a hybrid education compared to the na nag-aaral ko. Yeah. So, the big difference talaga, sir, no?
what about ma'am yung ano, uh, let's say you're giving assignments to the students, and since it's assignment, of course, there were a lot of times that you did not see how they do it. And
Yes.
there are already different AIs, which is or which are available on the market, so they could easily access that online. So kapag kami tinanong kayong a specific question, they could easily answer that with a perfect logic, no?
Yes.
Or reason. So how do you prepare yourself sa mga ganyang klaseng situation? And how do you prevent this kind of things na make sure that this will not happen again? Kasi know that parang hindi ganun ka natututo ang bata kapag kinaka-copy and paste niya lang sa AI.
Sa pangalanan na natin, no?
Yeah.
Okay. Yun, mga student ko, I am very frank with them. Sabi ko, I against ChatGPT. Actually, it makes you more smarter. It makes you learn a lot. But you should develop learning skills and adapt how you. Kasi if you are just going to use that and I will be asking you impromptu, wala kang masabi. But nasabi ko sa kanila, just improve. So, on my exercises, kasi lalo na GitHub, dina-download nila yung mga code. Okay, so sabi ko, it's okay, sige, but you need to discuss it with me. So there is a time for us to discuss their program. So they have this that they need to discuss those codes. So what is the meaning of that? Line number 10, for example, what is the meaning of that? Can you explain it to me? So that's how I know that. So, and that is 30% grade. So 30% is their program, 20% is their documentation. So that is 50%. How they presented the program to me, that is, 20% and 30% is the Q&A portion on my on the on my class. So if I pinpoint, how about that class? What is the meaning? How what is the function? What's the meaning of that line? What is the meaning of uh, that output? So if you can explain that, then I think you learn. So you get it as work. So you
Okay.
learn is that need not to buckle up kasi alam mo parang, this is ma'am, this is ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. And I know at 30% is somehow you don't know the answer and I give it 0. So sabi ko, 0 talaga if you answer my question. And then that is just one question for you. So if you didn't answer it, you didn't get it correct. So 0. Kaya baba yung grades. So at least kaya sa mga susunod, grade conscious sila. Solid. Ay, si ma'am ko nagtatanong sana, naku, kung ano 'tong line na 'to, sana ganito lang. Ganyan. So, parang ng codes nila even though I know that these codes were downloaded from the GitHub. So or I saw someone na create me a program and one time, sir, actually, I myself tried that and copy pasted works. Ang nagkulang lang is parang parenthesis. Yun lang or hindi ko siya na-copy ng maayos, parenthesis lang. And it's the program ran. Sabi ko, wow. Sabi ko parang, so wala tayo magagawa because it is available now to the public. So you need to do something else that they can learn. You know that they are learning. So that's how I do it on my class. Kasi we cannot control those things. So sabi mo nga, sir, this era is big here. Nasanay ako sa may automatic washing machine na rin. So, I mean, those are the things that we are adapting that about it because it's available now. So, we just need to adapt. And sabi ko, sometimes you need to assess yourself if you are learning or not, if it's beneficial. So, make it beneficial to you. So, hindi yung kopya kayo ng kopya, hindi nyo alam.
That's
So,
true.
kanina, sir, may binigyan ako because I was asking, so what is the best invention this 2020 last 2023 based on your report to me? So, would you think that VR is the best or hindi siya nakakasagot kasi yung pala, he did the PowerPoint, just got it
Oh.
power. So sabi ko, so all of your classmates were, our group mates are 100 and you are, ma'am, bakit? Sabi ko, wala ka nasagot eh. Ganun talaga. Meaning to say, copy-pasting is not a grade for me. You should learn those. So sabi ko, I am into that, sir. So, ganun na kasi ngayon eh. So,
That's
that's the age of,
yeah.
of our generation.
How about naman, ma'am, yung idea there are some companies nowadays that they don't require their employees na talagang marunong magaling sa coding. Kasi in fact, yung sa NVIDIA and even the last interview with Mark Zuckerberg, sinabi niya, in the future, we will no longer need programmers, developers.
Grammar.
Yeah, because ChatGPT or
Study.
Claude or any other available machine learning or AI software can immediately bring out the codes just like you mentioned earlier, works. So, how do you defend yung
Be a
computer
computer
engineering?
Yeah. That's actually, sir, if you are going, ako kasi nabigyan ako, kasi this is a first year namin, the first year, I was given a subject, STS, yung Science, Technology, and Society. I was offered last semester na Technology and Society. One of the top, sir, future doesn't need us.
Mhm.
Yes. And I answered that to Jeb. Sabi niya, ma'am, nakakatakot to. Like, of course, after 4 years, you will be graduating and you are all engineers. Sabi niya, ma'am, how can we have, yeah, that's a big question. So, and skills learning is the best way that you can survive those things. Kasi in our way of life, kasi yes, there are chat GPTs. And when you ask, even Siri, even may pamangkin at the US, sabi ng po, Alexa, play me. I want ka. Usap nun ate. Video ko. Sabi ni Nicole. Sabi niya, si Alexa yun. Next. Sabi niya, sabi ko yung niya, yung gadget niya nga, is, PDA niya, personal digital assistant niya, no? So, she has, sabi niya, ayaw papigil, sabi niya, ayun. So, kumaga, those are the age na eh. So, all we need to do is to be, to know everything about that specific technology. Kasi, those technologies cannot without you. And sabi ko sa maging Terminator, Skynet ang dating nito. Kasi si Skynet has its own mind. So, na-develop siya into grabe yung pagka-artificial intelligence ng Skynet na to the point na nag-iisip na siya ng sarili niya. And if the corporation will be real, gagawin siya sa sarili niya. So, magkuklone ng tao, mga ganyan. So, parang yung mga scenario, parang siya, in reality na ngayon, malapit sa reality. You need to be as specialized on that specific thing kung saan kaya mo i-control Kasi those program, it's always has a bug. So, kailangan pa rin ng human mind into and debug siya, mag-update siya. Kasi, hindi ako naniniwala, I don't believe that computers can stand alone in the near future unless nga sa Skynet, Terminator will be real, sabi ko. Still, human must control the computer, must control the robots. So, yun nga lang, mas kagaya yung buhay natin. If you're then you will be hired for that specific job. But if you are not, sorry to say, kasi yun na yung competition eh. Develop yourself to be an expert on something. Specifically, kung AI yan, deep learning, machine learning, or hardware, so software, so kung saan mag-build career mo. So that's what I'm saying to them. Kasi the future doesn't need us if you are not going to compete. Should be competitive enough to sell yourself dun sa mga companies. Then, just parang experimentation ng group of people ng friends nila, na group nila. Then they just up it in the experimentation. Then one day pa lang, 1 million accounts. So, and then continues. Parang, okay, that's good. So, they need human to support na first and that guy na started alone. So, still, human in need. Pero yun nga, sabi ko, you need to have an expertise on the specific job kung ano yun. If you're expert, you will not be competitive.
Yes.
Industry.
Nabanggit niyo na na in the future, of course, itong companies will really need people who are with specific skill, especially skill
Yes.
ng modern times now, which is integrated with artificial intelligence. Do you also see in the future na employees are going to work with robot? And kung ganun ang mangyayari, ang soft skill kasi na tinuturo pa natin ngayon is how to communicate with humans, di ba? Human to human.
Yeah.
Do you think there is a need then in the future na maging soft skill ng mga students ay hindi lang human to human, kundi human to robot?
Yeah, it is very possible, sir, because sabi ko nga kanina sa class, and Sophia is existing, sabi ko, creation and innovation on the robotic world. Yeah, you scared, but she said good, perfect AI, sabi ko, and then if you go to Google, sabi ko, one of the what will you will be. Then you leave your things sa anong tawag nila, package counter, parang gano'n. It's a robotic part, then you will be assigned to a specific drawer. Tapos parang gano'n na yun eh. Tapos yung robot lahat sa'yo, yung officer, tapos sabi ko ako ayokong mag-check-in doon kasi puro robot. So, sabi ko, what to now to create some that. Yun, so, embedded systems, microcontrollers. I think we need to develop something that is more likely to those. Kasi pagdating nila sa industry, they need to develop something like in simple voice recognition, sensors that can detect human being or image processing. So I think that could be a good help to be developing those skills to the student. So as I can see, pasok siya sa OBE, outcome-based education natin, na ini-implement ngayon ng chip. Ako, I am in that way of teaching. So ako din, I schools kasi sometimes nagre-review talaga ako doon kasi sometimes like Java. Hindi ko kasi siya laging so I need to go back. So this w3schools.com can lead you to good practice in program. Kasi like C# pag Arduino, may nakakalimutan akong codes I go back to that and then hinahanap sa topic niya, paano ko nga ginawa yun before kasi I did that before pero sometimes I forgot din naman kasi sa dami kong siguro sa dami overloaded na information overload na din. Sabi ko paano nagawa ko to before eh. So you need to do that before putting it on ganun lang siya. You need to give that skills sa mga estudyante kasi sooner or later they will be doing that. You will be talking to a robot. When you talk to Sophia, based on lahat ng videos ni Sophia kasi pinanood ko and napaka napakatalino sa perfect. For me, it's almost perfect. 99.9% perfect AI. In
Wow.
terms of and everything, she knows everything. Pero syempre, they are going to design some robots like doing the house cleaning, doing the roofing, doing something like that. So, sabi ko nga ngayon sa mga engineering ko, you need to do something about fire, about climate change. Because having that wildfire na ganun kalaki sa California, that is traumatic sa mga tao. And if that will happen to us, ubos ang Luzon. Yun, sabi ko, nakakatakot kasi hindi lang naman doon mainit. Mainit sa atin, kapla na kapag summer and it costs like that. Wildfire, sabi ko. So you need to think of something na it can help. So sabi ko, you don't need to go, you need to build something that can help to avoid that or simply prevent that. Sabi niya, ma'am, sabi niya, ay, isang linggo, automatic sprinkler. Pag sobrang init ko, pwede naman. Where to get the supply? Sabi niya, ma'am, solar power siya. Tapos,
Mhm.
galing sa ilog daw, sa what if dry season nga? So, walang tubig. Sabi niya, yun lang ma'am, yun ang mahirap. Sabi niya kasi, sabi ko, that's the problem. Kaya nga sabi ko, these people are very intelligent. Bakit nga walang sprinkler doon? Because it's dry season. So, it's maybe the water in a certain area, wala na siya, ubos na. Wala. Sabi ko, "Paano yun gagawin niyo?" Oo nga ma'am, no, sabi niya. Oo, mahirap nga yun. Sige, that's the reason why. So, what can you do to prevent that? So, yung mga gano'n. So, dapat sir, ganyan pala, pini-build up sila. Actually, in my CPE as a discipline, computer engineering as a discipline, they simple, embedded system, pero wala pang program kasi they are just first year, eh.
Yeah.
So, simple prototype niya. So, one of the best is yung, Solar Power King na matanda. So, meron siyang maliit source na solar power tapos, kasi daw yung lola niya is lumilipat ng bahay paggabi. And dating yung parents niya tapos siya, tapos mga kapatid niya, walang tao. So, lilipat daw dun sa tita niya, then lilipat sa kanila. Ayan. So, naglalakad daw yung lola niya and naisip daw niya na to create something that is solar power. Tapos, it will switch na. So, minsan daw, nalilito daw yung driver kung sir, 1 peso is automatic coin separator. Sabi ko, answer, hindi ma'am, kasi ihuhulog lang niya yan dyan. Tapos bahala na siya. So habang nagda-drive, pwede nga naman maghulog. Sabi ko, naman. And it's working, sir. It's working. Wala yung program, pero sabi ko, how did you do that? Explain it to me. Sinukat daw. So pag nakita daw na yung sukat is pag gumulong, yun na yun.
Oh,
Okay.
I see.
Like, that is their engineering side. So we have a topic kasi sir na research process. So that from there you have to be innovative comes like embedded systems. Kasi you need to incorporate on their project during their first year. So make it happen. So starting from there, they were trained na this is what we build, ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. So, kumbaga, yun lang is mabibigay na as a Philippine setup we have actually here, hindi buo yung laboratory. We don't have enough facilities here in the Philippines na talagang they can provide us yung ganong equipment. So in simple way where they can learn from that, you can start it as early as first year. So to develop their skills in innovation. So yan. And sa atin, brought up na yan, sir, pag talagang hilig nila. Yun talaga eh. It should be coming from that. Kaya yung mga mag-shift, nagpapaalam yung kahit ibang courses, magme-medical, magpo-ponsci. So, okay, because engineering is a calling. So,
Wow.
sabi ko, so if you will not be dedicated, hindi talaga siya ma-materialize. After, hindi lang siya pagpapari at saka pag-umari a calling, no? Your profession is a calling to you. You should be loving it. Sabi ko, ako nga, 4th year, nag-shift ako eh. That's why I was extended. Binalikan ko lahat. Graduate 2009, should be 2007. Because, nagbalik pa ako ng, I was late 2 years. With summer there, because I need to go back programming that I wasn't able to talk during my civil engineering years. So during my computer engineering, binalikan ko siya. And then, I finished 3 years late sa mga kabatch ko. But it's okay. Kasi yun yung hilig ko. Kumbaga parang ganon. So I think it should start see, very talaga, sir. Yung sinasabi mo, it's really realistic. And baka nga tayo, ito sir, at 30 years from now, baka hologram na tayo. Pinipindot na lang kita sa lamesa ko, tapos nalabas yung, we don't need a laptop anymore. Sa phone, tas hologram na lang, mga ganon. So, hindi sa video ko.
Grabe mama, sobrang nakikita ko yung passion nyo when it comes to technology, engineering.
Yes.
Kasi usually naman, di ba? The more you love things na ginagawa mo, the more you learn very fast. Kaya the way you explain to us yung mga bagay na when it comes to technology, engineering, and artificial intelligence, it's easy for you. Thank you so much sa sa tinuturo niyo sa amin ngayon. And of course, I'm very much sure na ang mga audience, sobrang dami natutunan sa inyo. Since wala na tayo tapos ba, ang dami pa natin pag-usapan. Yeah, we can have part 2.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, let's find another time for the second time around for this interview. But for now, ma'am, last word para sa mga nag-a-aspire din na maging student at maki-graduate ng engineering someday, especially computer engineering. What would you like to say to them?
Yeah, first of all, it is again a profession. For me, it's a calling. So if you really plan to develop yourself as a computer engineer in the near future, dear students, you need to develop your skills as early as now. Kasi in the near future, hindi in my case kasi when I graduated, it's just Visual Basic. And then when you go out to the reality, they are using C#, they are using Java. Sabi ko, okay, I need to adapt this. Kasi what will I teach if industry and to academe ka agad? So what will I teach to them if these are the things that are into industry, and then alam naman turuan ko sila Visual Basic. So it's not proper. So that's what I want you to learn as early as now, to adapt to the things na meron na trending din talaga, na trending lang. It's because those trends will be your way to success, a stepping stone to yours. You will not be successful in just having what you have on school. So hindi ko naman sinasabi na you don't need school. Yes, you need schooling, pero everything can be learned from school. The most things that you can learn is from outside, from your experiences, from your IT, from your everyday life. So, sa mga students, I want you to learn ng mas maaga. It's passion. It should not, your gusto ni mommy, gusto lang ni ganito. No, it should be a calling to you that you really want to do it. Kasi that's our industry now. That's our what is generation now. And not only for the students, sir, for the educators, include let's adapt things that are, yeah, sabihin natin medyo nandun na tayo sa wala na sa kalendaryo or mga ganyan na tayo na half a century. Yan. So, kumbaga, but it's not it's not an excuse that you are engineer, you have developed your skills during your college, and that skills must be upgraded. Hindi sa stuck dun eh. Especially computer engineers, it's not stuck on that knowledge. You should develop yourself and your career so that to beyond trends. Say, ay, alam ko na yan. I have that. I have that. I have knowledge on that. So, yun, as long as meron kang grit and then teach your student, you will also develop yourself. So, you can teach or share. You can manage your students very well. So, yun lang naman lagi kasi sa work ko. Medyo nahihirapan kasi nga sometimes hindi naman daw ganon, wala sa ganon nila. So, different kasi environment where we came from. So, the adjustment is really crucial. Medyo mahirap mag-adjust pero that's life of a computer engineer. So, being a student, you need to learn from outside the box. So, you always learn outside the box. And as I can always say, you can go out through your comfort zone because your comfort zone, it's really comforting. You will not be learning, you will be going zone. So when I did that, I was afraid. Actually, takot ako kasi I grew up half of my life in yun na lang yung buhay ko talaga. So when I went out, okay. So pero I'm learning naman to the trainings. You don't stop learning. Yun talaga eh. Don't stop learning. But when you go outside, may ito pala yung nasa labas. So I need to adapt because there is much more than beyond the box. So that's the reason why it's beyond the box. It's more than there, beyond the box. So
Wow.
until comfort zone.
So I believe that sobrang ang daming natutunan ng mga audience ngayon, ma'am. Thank you so much for your time. Maraming salamat po. And just like you said, we will have part 2 for this.
Yes, yes, sir. I'm glad things that I learned and my experiences, I want to share it. And lagi naman ako nag-share it to anyone. Sana natuto po kayo for this segment. Thank you very much for having me, sir.
Short word, ma'am, when it comes to your group, di ba, you are handling a group for women, empowerment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, sir, for giving me the chance. Thank you for giving me the chance. Yeah. With that Lady of the Earth International 2024. Actually, I my advocacy when I was Mrs. Philippines, World Universal Classic, that was 2023. I actually have my advocacy for single women, separated wives, and widows. I am helping them for this livelihood so they can learn to love themselves. So I have a partnership with Avon. But now, since I am my advocacy expanded, so it's for them pa rin naman, and even men are welcome. So this sustainable livelihood program is for all of you. So kung sinong willing mag-join sa amin, we are teaching out of, actually sir, wait lang, wait na. We are collecting, dito tayo siya sa table ko. Now we are collecting this sachet, so of drink, coffee, Milo, or whatever.
Okay.
We are building. I don't know, guys, if you're following me po, you can see my national cause was created. Yung isa kong wear is coffee ko, then use straws, drinking straws, and Milo. So yan yung mga ginamit namin to have that costume and other things that are used, no, recycle talaga siya. And namimigay din before ng yung ginawa. Kaso sabi ko, yung namimigay tayo, I'm not teaching them. So I am inviting to learn how to do that on their own and sell it in a good price. Lalo na po kapag nasa tourist spot kayo. So you can create out of this, and then these sachets, and then you can sell them. And then if just be creative enough, tuturuan lang namin sila out of something out of trash, and then create their own kung anong gusto nila, like a flower vase, lalagyan ng whatever. Bahala na sila kung paano nila papagandahin. Pero yung weaving, we can teach them how to do that and how to design. So yun po yung yun po yung aking advocacy, pero I have my team with me. So yun yung aming binibigay sa kanila. And of course, nandun pa rin naman yung A1 products namin. I'm giving a free membership for Avon if they want to sell these products. Kasi I'm as an ambassador, I'm helping them to give livelihood programs to these women. One of my beneficiaries, dun niya napaaral yung anak niya and may sari-sari. She's a separated wife. From Santa Ana, Manila. Wala pang schedule pero Norzagaray, Bulacan. So you can tap me po if you want to join, create wallets or souvenirs from a trash or sachet of coffee. Yan. Tuturuan mo this kasi kahapon kasi kakatapos lang din ng another event. So medyo busy pa, and then I event pa. So, i-schedule namin siya ng maayos.
Anong Facebook niyo na pwede nilang visit?
Yeah. Okay, so you can visit me on my Facebook account, that is Mari Space Con Almares. My Facebook wall, so everything is posted naman there po. So I am posting everything, so you can chat me po directly. Or Instagram _con08. And yeah, you can chat me also on Twitter. Yeah, you can tap me on my social media because hindi talaga ako nagkakanan before, pero kasi nung handler ko, it's needed. So yeah, it's needed. So kinoconnect ko na siya. Kinoconnect. Through then nakikita mo sa Instagram, na sa Facebook, na sa trend. So yun. Yeah, ayun. Yun yung mga by the way, sir, is actually I want someone to adapt it kasi sooner or later, I want sooner bago na yung views ng mga turista. So if it is recycled, parang mas attractive to them. So it's something out of nothing na parang trash na siya talaga. If you can see my really all trash. Pero ano naman yun, nilinisan naman namin. Before namin ginamit, nilinisan naman namin siya.
At saka it turns out into a really great dress. Nakita ko po yung costume nyo. Grabe. Hindi
And
na na it's from trash.
Yes, that is a credit to my designer, trash fashion designer. So she talaga. He pressed Trash Empress of the Philippines, and Purple Diviri. So that is my design. If you want him, you can contact him on his Facebook, Purple Diviri. Yeah, so makikita niyo na gusto ko lang din i-share, sir, na in Japan, Miss International 2024, his creation was used by Miss Australia. So yeah,
Really?
fine to check it on your YouTube. Miss Australia was wearing the yellow one. It was made of straw. Sa akin kasi color green because I want the thing. So kaya, and it's credit to my ovens. That's mahal tabrik, a bit mahal. And halcon, and so that's why it has a tamaro at the look of the balloon. Yung balloon dress. Yung skirt niya.
Ma'am, thank you so much. Maraming salamat. And you have a great day, great night. And I believe that you can help more and more people kasi sa sobrang ganda ng passion na pinapakita nyo sa estudyante and of course, probably sa other members. Thank you again, ma'am. And since we don't have time anymore and we will end our program for today.
Thank you, sir. Thank you
Alright,
very much
thank
po.
you. Bye-bye po, ma'am.